Good morning, welcome to Fluttering in the Spirit Tarot. Today is Friday, January 2nd, 2026. This is a reading for the sign of Pisces. Please take what fits here and leave the rest. Spirit, please help with this message today. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle a couple times. And please do subscribe and like this video. Feel free to leave a comment if this resonates with you. Go ahead and cut the deck too as well. Spirit, what is the message for Pisces? We have a Knight of Swords in a reversal. This one wanted to come out. We have a Knight of Cups in a reversal. Judgment in reverse. We have Justice. Justice is Libra energy. This is in the present energy. This is past energy here. And with the Judgment card, that's Scorpio. So we've got Pisces, Scorpio, Libra energy so far. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. Chariot in reverse, that is Cancer energy. We have the Fool in reverse and the Future energy. I believe that's Aries. Says it could be Aquarius as well. We have the Moon. The Moon's Pisces, Cancer energy. Actually, just Pisces. And then we have the Two of Swords. On the back of the deck, we have the Star in reverse. That is Aquarius energy. And we have the Ten of Cups. Okay. So the first two cards that we have coming out in the reading today are both Knight cards. So we've got someone in an energy first. It's the Knight of Swords here. Someone who is very disorganized, very scattered in their approach to a situation, careless. Maybe pushing other people to extremes. And then we have the Knight of Cups, which is doing so with manipulation. You're showing unreliability, or someone in your life is. You may be feeling disappointment regarding a relationship. We'll get a little more clarification here when we clarify the cards. The last one we have is the Judgment card. Okay. And the Judgment card came out in reverse as well. So we have a lot of reversals to start out with here. The Judgment card, when in reverse, refers to having a very strong, because this is a major arcana. These are minors. But having a strong feeling of doubt and resentment in a situation, feeling like patterns are just repeating without lessons being learned. We will go ahead and clarify these cards, so I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the clarifying cards here. Go ahead and split the deck after the shuffle. Okay, Spirit, why is the Knight of Swords in reverse? And we have the Six of Swords. And this also came out in a reversal. Again, the Knight of Swords was a disorganized and scattered, careless approach, pushing other people to extremes. And then we have the Six of Swords. And this came out in reverse as well. And the Six of Swords in reverse refers to a feeling of being stuck, a delay, inability to move forward. Okay. So your approach is definitely holding the situation back, making it difficult to move forward. There's somebody in your life's approach, depending on whether this is you or whether it's somebody that you're dealing with. Why is the Knight of Cups in reverse, Spirit? We have the Queen of Swords. This is also in a reverse. So this is someone who is very critical and dismissive and overbearing in a situation. Allowing your emotions to control your response, which is very manipulative. So you're going from a hurried energy here, being careless and not being able to move forward, to becoming very critical and dismissive. And manipulative. And then we have the Judgment card. And that's in reverse as well. Let's get some clarification on that one. Spirit, why is the Judgment card here for Pisces? And do we have the Magician? This came out in reverse as well. Okay, so we have the Magician in reverse. Yeah, and that, along with the Judgment card, would be having doubt and resentment in the situation and continuing to repeat the same patterns without learning the lesson and still staying in a manipulative energy. Major arcana here, abusing power and trying to force a situation. And you may be dealing with a Scorpio. And the Magician is Virgo. This is all in the past energy, but the timeline can be different for each person too as well. So some people might be in past energy, whereas others are currently even in future energy. Everybody's at a different timeline. So basically take what fits here if this resonates with you. Gemini or Virgo energy. And Scorpio is what I'm seeing there. And then we have the Justice card, which is Libra energy. Spirit, why is the Justice card here? The Three of Pentacles in reverse. So the Three of Pentacles in reverse is a feeling of disharmony. Injustice, a lack of truth, fairness, balance, disharmony there. Criticism, bitterness. And then we have the Ace of Wands next. And that is in another reversal, which is a delay. Because there's a lack of truth and fairness and balance in the situation. Misunderstanding. Hesitation in taking action. Spirit, tell me more about the Ace of Wands in reverse. And we have the Five of Cups. So regret. Learning and growth. This can sometimes signify. We'd have to look at the energy and how it shifts, if it does. But there may be definitely a feeling of loss and grief over the situation. And then we have the Chariot in reverse. And we will go ahead and clarify that. And the Chariot in reverse refers to, and this is Major Arcana again, a need for a complete plan. Because like here you see that the Three of Pentacles is in reverse. When in an upright, it can speak of working together and having a strategy. And it seems that there's disharmony here, which is causing grief. So there's a need for a plan. Maybe moving too quickly. Because the Knight of Swords is a hurried energy, even when in reverse. it may cause delays, but you're not thinking out your plan, whatever it is that this fits to in your life that you're struggling with. Tell me more about the Chariot in reverse. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups again. So back in the same energy here. Manipulative. And so it's like you're repeating that same cycle of energy rather than facing it in a different way. It looks like, at least up through the present energy here. Next, in the future energy, we have the Fool, which is in reverse. So you definitely may have had some inexperience in this in the past. So you may be acting and taking steps in an immature fashion. You may be hesitating to step out of your comfort zone, which may be needed a bit. At the same time, you may be reckless too as well. So you don't want to take a big risk at this time either. And then we have the Moon, which is Pisces energy. This can refer to illusions or fears, anxiety, also intuition though, facing shadows. And then we have the Two of Swords. So making a difficult decision or weighing up options, avoidance or seeking clarity. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify the Fool in reverse. Why is the Fool in reverse, Spirit? The Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups. Okay. So we'll start with the Ace of Swords, which is a breakthrough or a new idea, clarity, justice, fairness, an emotional new beginning, compassion, spiritual healing. So it looks like you're hesitating to look at a new idea, which is what you need to do here, and start a new beginning. Let some of those past things go. Make a connection spiritually. Let spirit kind of guide you on the things that you need to work on to change the situation around. And we will get advice at the end. We'll pull some advice cards. Why is the Moon here, Spirit? Let me move these bottom ones up some if I can. Okay. Spirit, why is the Moon card here? Ten of Wands in reverse. And the Ten of Wands in reverse refers to putting tremendous pressure on yourself, being careless, immature, irresponsible. needing to face these shadows here. Putting too much pressure on yourself to the point of exhaustion. Okay, Spirit, tell me about the Two of Swords. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse again. The Knight of Wands is a hurried energy, distracted and careless in making these difficult decisions. Okay. Having doubt in yourself. There may be a better course of action to take here. That's what this card is stating. Okay, and then we have the energy surrounding this reading, or what you don't see in the background, or the two cards at the back of the deck. We will go ahead and clarify these. This is the Star, but it's in reverse. We have Aquarius energy. Why is the Star here? The Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay, so we have the Star in a reversal, which is a feeling of disappointment, doubt, despair, loss of faith, doubting yourself, pessimistic. With the Knight of Swords, disorganized and scattered, careless, it's not good. Pushing yourself and other people to extremes. So we have this energy, but then we have the Ten of Cups right next to it. Divine love, harmony, alignment, the complete opposite. Blissful relationships, family bonds. What everyone's shooting for in life. Happiness and peace. Spirit-wise, Ten of Cups here. Okay, we have the Five of Pentacles. Loss of the Ten of Cups. Then we have the Fool again in reverse. This came out twice. This is not the right time to take risks. It seems like you're continuing to take risks that are jeopardizing your Ten of Cups. What is this risk that's being taken? Or what do we need to know about this? Knight of Wands. Or Eight of Wands, sorry. Swift action. Moving too fast. And Page of Wands in reverse. Discouraged. Hasty. Impulsive. Moving way too quickly before our plan's even in place. Like crash and burn, basically. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. Go ahead and pull a few advice cards here. Spirit, what is the advice for Pisces? Transform and rise. Your journey of transformation unlocks vast potential, guiding your evolution to new heights. Your journey of transformation. Yeah, it's going to take change. Honest echoes. Listen to the whispers of your heart, for you know the whole truth. And I'm going to pull one more for advice. We're going to pull a mystical dream deck card to conclude the reading today. Thank you, Pisces, for watching today. Please do subscribe and like this video. It is helpful if you interact with it. Leave a comment if it resonates. And we got the bear, represents strength and solitude, urging you to reflect and introspect during this phase of your life. It may be calling you to hibernate temporarily away from the noise so that your inner power can awaken. The bear invites you to converse with your inner self and listen to the wisdom hiding deep inside. Listen to those honest echoes within. Be willing to see your truth or your truths so that you can make the changes you need to transform your situation. Thank you for watching today, Pisces. Till next time.